years of experience with working websites to you. Um, we do have a company called Pseudopop, so if you have a question or comment, or you like to know more about some of the stuff that we teach, leave us a comment and we will be happy to answer you. Today we will talk about Tag Manager. And a couple of years ago Google came up with a product called Google Tag Manager. The reason for that product is before Tag Manager, every website that has a that was associated with the marketing plan, a developer or a website owner had to go to that website to actual code and implement some tags. So that will enable marketers to track their performance in terms of ad revenue, conversion tracking, conversion rating, the user recording, and all sorts of stuff. So Google came up with a cool idea of a tag manager, which simply you add just only one tag as a developer in the website, and then instead of going to the website every time, you actually go to the Google Tag Manager backend and add whatever tag or remove whatever tag you want. Just as a precaution, keep in mind this tag manager can inject code, actual code in your website. So you have to be careful on who you will give access to the account of tag manager. A malicious person, if a malicious person has access to that account, they can simply add a malicious JavaScript code to your website and break your website or redirect it to whatever they want, which nobody wants. So that's a side note. Now, one of the cool thing about Tag Manager is, of course, you can add tags, but the other cool thing is you can add a timing or triggering to those tags. So the reason that this is useful, I will show you why. Let's go to actually look at my own website. So if this is our own website, let's see. Let's go to a Pseudopop, right? So this is a Pseudopop. So if you look here, I'm gonna scroll down. Look at the bottom left where the Yelp logo is or Opcity logo comes up, right? See? The Yelp logo didn't appear immediately. It actually had a delay. So why did I do that? Why is that, and why did we do that? The reasoning is simple. If you just put a Yelp, like a Yelp JavaScript, this is loaded by JavaScript. If I disable that JavaScript, it just shows some Yelp link. So if I disable that JavaScript, the website loads way faster. But on the other hand, we want to have this logo too. So the problem is we don't want to just load these things. For instance, if a user just wants to look till here and doesn't want to go down, there is no reason for us to load that extra JavaScript file for the user, right? Or if the user doesn't want to see this logo, again, doesn't make sense to load this extra JavaScript file. There is a couple of options. One would be like go and custom code like a JavaScript, and based on the scroll event, write this, load this JavaScript tag for Yelp. Or the easier way is to use a Google Tag Manager. So this is the Yelp that I was talking to you. If you see, it's a custom HTML. I'm gonna click on it so you will see how it works. So it's a custom HTML code that has information about our Yelp account, and then we are triggering it only if the user scrolls up to 80% of the page. So what happens is if you don't scroll up to 80%, that script doesn't load, and not loading the script makes the actual website, the actual content load way faster. This is one of the use cases that we have. We have way more use cases for it. For instance, we have we kind of have all our tags implemented through Google Tag Manager. The reason for that is simply it makes sure that the tags wrote correctly and way faster than actually we implemented ourselves, because it loads them in sync or whatever they want. So after you simply click that thing, we have to make sure that it's implemented. I'm gonna go through the implementation steps of this specific tag, so you kind of see how it works, and then we will go over in actual preview mode of the website and confirm that it's actually working. So again, let's just create this one. I'm just gonna copy this one. Here I will say I want to have a new tag, Yelp test tag, right? And then, so what type of tag do I want? As you see, there are lots of predefined tags here, so you probably don't even need to do anything specific, like do anything for those tags. You just have to implement it. But if you do not find the tags that you're looking for, okay, that's fine. Just do a custom HTML, right? So we do custom HTML. This is our HTML. Well, to be truthful, it's actually, this is a JavaScript file, but they don't have a like script, but it works anyway. So let's save it and let's add a trigger. So trigger means, sorry, not this one. So trigger means, so when do you want this tag to be true? When do you want this tag to be open, right? So I have a couple of triggers here. I have all pages, which means like as soon as a visitor opens the page, this will show up. I have a scroll till 80%, which we will use it for that one, because that's the tag that we have already is at the bottom of the page. So by scrolling 80%, we kind of make sure that the user reaches the bottom of the page, right? And then contact for submission. So let's do scroll 80% and then just save it, right? Keep in mind, you can add exceptions. You can say, you know what, don't add it to this website, don't add it to that that URL, or stuff like that. All right. So given that I already have that tag, I'm not gonna implement it, but I'm actually will go to the preview mode to show you how the things work. So let's go to our website again. Sorry, my computer is a little bit slow. I'm doing all the recordings and everything together, so it's kind of frustrating, but it's okay. Alright. Let's look at the Google Tag Manager console. So these are the tags that are actually fired on this page, and these are the tags that are not fired yet. Okay? So we know the Yelp, specifically the Yelp that we are talking about, is still not fired, and AdWords conversion tracking is not fired because we are not under any sort of confirmation, like a contact us confirmation or call us confirmation. Anyway, so let's scroll down and see what happened. So right now the Yelp is not fired. So we're gonna scroll, and look. Actual Yelp is fired. So by the time that we get here, the Yelp is getting fired. So when we get down, all the way down, this is loaded. But if you just scroll till here, the tag won't load. So that's the beauty of the Google Tag Manager. We will talk more about the Google Tag Manager and how we will use it in the future videos. But we definitely suggest you use it for loading an external JavaScript or tracking codes, because it will help you a lot in the long run in terms of the website load. Generally speaking, JavaScript files, whatever you do, even like if you load them async, if they are very small, there are still a load to your website. Sometimes they are not they are not necessarily have to be loaded instantly. So it would be a good idea to separate the ones that are not necessary to load instantly and the ones that are needed to be loaded instantly. And the ones that are not needed to load instantly, you can just deload them to do load later. Google Tag Manager does a very great job on handling that issue for us, and we suggest to do that for you. Suggest doing that for your website in order to load your website way faster than before. And of course, it will be way cleaner. That's it for today. Leave us a comment if you have any question. We will be happy to answer you. Thank you. Bye.